Alright, well here we are in my simulator. I've done quite a few flight simulator videos for YouTube, but I don't think I've ever actually shown what the simulator itself looks like. So this is the monitor that I use for the outside view, and I use the TrackIR head tracking system so I can pan around just by turning my head slightly. And then this is the monitor for the instruments. And then I've got the yoke here and the power panel over here, which is all functional switches. And as I switch them back and forth, I think you can see in the simulator that they correspond. And the pedals, which are the CH Pro pedals, which are absolute crap. I hate them, so I'm going to replace them someday. And to go with the Satec yoke and power panel, I've also got the throttle quadrant. And okay, the PC is over there. It's a Dell, and the keyboard is mounted on a metal thing here, and this is velcroed on, so I can take the keyboard off and set it on my lap if I need to. Then I got a little radio stack here, which is just nothing more than color graphics that I printed out and stuck on. And then there's the actual sensor for the head tracker right there. And I've just got my regular, my real headset here, the Peltors, just to remind me that I need to get in a real plane every once in a while and fly. I may even put an audio jack on this panel, probably somewhere right around here, where I can actually plug in my real headset, and that'll be wired to the sound card on the computer. Let's see, what else do we got here that I haven't shown you yet? There's a couple of switches right down here, and a couple of switches right here on the panel. And these are actually wired into a USB keyboard emulator made by X-Keys. And what I've got them set up to do is, this is actually the screen cap button, this is the simulator pause button, and these ones here, down here, this one here is the speed brakes, and this one here is the tail hook. So if I'm flying the T-45 Goshawk or any military plane that has speed brakes or a tail hook, I can use these switches here, and they're actually functional in the simulator. So that's pretty much the entire setup I've got here. Okay, I wanted to show you how the head tracking system works. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to fly an airplane and film a video at the same time, but basically if I turn to the left, you can see out the left, turn to the right, look up, look around, and if you're about ready to make a turn, normally you'd use the hat switch on your yoke, and you get this kind of jerky flashing between views, and it's kind of annoying. But rather than that, with the TrackIR, you just kind of turn a little bit and look and say, okay, looks good over there, alright, and then you make your turn. And while you're turning, you can look a little bit that way. There we go. So you can look into the turn instead of just straight ahead all the time. See where you're going. And it's pretty cool for just sightseeing too, if you want to buzz the airport and look over there at the terminal, see what's going on over there. There you can see, you can look around. See what's going on all around you. Now I'm using two monitors here, so I can have my instruments down here and have my plane up there. But if I want to use just one monitor, go to a virtual cockpit. Virtual cockpit's kind of cool too with the head tracking, because you're looking out the window and then you can actually look down at the instrument panel. or look over there, or look over there, look down at the floor, you know, wherever you want to look, just look around. And again, if you lean forward, you can kind of look over the glare shield or sit back. It senses your position. Now I'm moving all over the place, making it look really stupid here, but it really is much cooler than what I'm making it look like here. So that's the cool head tracking system. Here's another view of head tracking system in use. When you've got a plane with a big bubble cockpit, you can kind of look around any which way you want. It's pretty cool. Wanted to show you guys the switches that I've got down here. I was telling you about for the speed brakes and the tow hook, just to show you that they do actually work. So tow hook down, speed brakes open, speed brakes close, and tow hook up. So as you can see, the switches that I've built into the panel here are actually functional. So that's about it for this video. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a tour of my simulator and show you a little bit about the head tracking system. If you've never tried the TrackIR, you really owe it to yourself to try it. If you know somebody that's got one, go over to their house and give it a try, and then you'll go home and order one right away, because there's nothing cooler than turning your head and actually seeing what you should see. You know, just look over there, that's where I want to go. Okay, start a turn, look into the turn, make sure everything's cool, see where you're going. It's just so much cooler than goofing around with the silly hat switch on the yoke. So that's it for today. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.